Apparently there's this secret way to always find treasures. If the chunk block is 9-9, the chest will always be there. Yeah, this one is actually true. Can villagers sleep in the end? Yes, they can. They don't explode the bed somehow. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Let's move on to the next one. Can you fly if you attach leads to chickens? Alright, if this one is true, it's very... yeah, no. Do I mine faster if I'm further away from the blocks? Let's see. I'm really close to the blocks. This is the time that it took. Now I'm further away. And, yeah, this one is false. Supposedly, there's a secret room in ocean monuments filled with gold. Let's see. It must be here, yeah. Yeah, this is true. Can wolves jump over fences? I mean, they jump, but not high enough to jump over fences. This one is false. Apparently, mobs can't walk through hanging signs. Let's see. He's following me. And he didn't walk in. It's true, yeah. So, if you name a Vindicator Johnny, he will attack hostile mobs. Here you go, Johnny. It's true, yeah. Can you fly mobs with an elytra? Yes, you can. This is actually very fun to do. Look at the cow flying with me. She looks like she's enjoying herself. Can you switch from your chest plate to an elytra mid-air by right-clicking? You can. Yeah, supposedly you can put water inside a beacon. This is kind of useless, but let's see. Yeah, this one is false. It doesn't work. Can crops be hydrated through air? This doesn't make much sense, but they can, apparently, yeah. Can item frames be placed on trapdoors? And yes, they can. This is actually a very cool way to make signs. Can mobs go through end rod gates? They cannot, yeah. Look at him. Will riding a strider save you from mobs? This doesn't seem true at all. What about a llama? It just doesn't work too. Llamas are useless. Apparently, Allays can survive warden attacks. Let's test it. Oh my god, they actually survive. Yeah, they... Jesus, they survive multiple attacks. How strong are these guys? So, Allays seem not to drown too. They're taking damage, yeah. This is probably false. They don't die. They don't die. We're just torturing them, yeah. Okay, true as well. Can you attach leads on untamed cats? Yes, you can. It's easier to feed them doing this. And apparently you can't see smoke through tinted glass. And yes, this one is true. But let's see if this happens with rain too. Yeah, they block rain too. Can you go through walls with shulkers? No, this doesn't do anything. Yeah, false. But can you use a boat to walk through walls? You can? Yeah, this is true. On to the next one. Can wardens walk through one block wide tunnels? Let's see if he follows me. Wait, is he following me? I can't really see if he is. I don't... As everybody knows, you cannot use water in the nether, but if you bring splash water bottles, you can extinguish fire. Do creeper explosions break portals? Yes, they do. Watch out. Now, can you build beacons with copper? And yeah, oh my god, you can. How is this true? It's not. I just, yeah. There's iron there, yeah. So apparently if you put creeper heads in this farm, for example, they look like lettuce, and I can see it. Yeah, it looks like lettuce. Can you swim down bubble elevators? I really doubt this one is true. Yeah, wait, I'm swimming down, yeah. It works, but it's difficult. Can mobs see you through open gates? Surely, right? Yeah, they can. How about glass? Yeah. Now, can you place rails on trapdoors? Let's see if this is true. Oh, yeah, you can. This is actually a very cool feature. Can piglins wear mob heads? Oh, yeah. This actually works. Yeah, this is really funny. Yeah, let's see the baby. He also is wearing it, yeah. So, note blocks can't be used to activate redstone, but can jukeboxes do that? Let me just choose a very cool song. Yeah, this one is true. If you combine two of the same blocks, it will upgrade. Yeah, this is true as well. Can you get an elytra without killing the dragon? This one, I already know it's true, but I'm going to show you guys how. You just need to make a machine like this. It will fly around until you get to an end city. I'm not going to do it because it takes a while, but yeah, test it out for yourselves. Supposedly, when you join a world, you get 3 seconds of immunity, and yeah, I'm not taking any damage. This one is true. Can you get infinite moss with bone meal? If you use bone meal on moss blocks, you'll get infinite moss blocks. And yeah, this one seems to be true. Now, did you know there's a secret setting to get command blocks? If you go to Options, Controls, and turn on this setting, it's supposed to make command blocks appear in creative mode. And yes, this right here is true. And with this, you actually discover that there are 4 secret paintings. Comment down below if you knew that. Can you clutch on a pig? Let's see if this one is true. So the pig is right there. And this one is true. You can actually clutch on a pig. Let's go. If you use a zombie head, they stop attacking you. Let's see if this is true. This does not seem to be true. No, this is not the case. That's false. Can mobs go through diagonal fences? There's obviously space for them to pass, but they just stay inside. Yeah, they don't. Supposedly, there are 2 secret chests in jungle temples. One is supposed to be right here. Yeah, here it is. And the other one is, yeah, right here. Be careful with the arrows. Yeah. Can horses swim? I do not think so. No. I got kicked out. But yeah, I can get, like, right here again. So I guess if you do that over and over again, it's true then, I guess. Alright, can ghasts light up campfires? I think he'll just explode everything. I mean, let's see. He's not even seeing me. Oh, here it comes. Oh yeah, he can light up campfires. That's really cool. I literally found the smallest deserts in the world. Look at this. But moving on, apparently you can jump 2 blocks high using cacti. I think the damage gives me knockback or something. Let's test it out. Yeah, I don't think this works. At least for me, it's not working. Can mangrove saplings grow underwater? Let's see. Yes, they can. This is very cool. Is it true that when you spawn cats on a witch hut, there will only spawn black cats? Yeah, look at this. This is crazy. It's true. If I fall on top of a cauldron, will it save me from dying? Let's see. I made this giant tower and I'm about to test it. So, here we go. Even though cauldrons have water, I die anyway. Apparently, if you blow up ores instead of mining them, they will give you XP. Let's see. Yeah, this didn't give me any XP. This is false. Okay, there's no way this is true. Withers cannot spawn on snowy biomes? There's no way. Yeah, he didn't spawn. This is true. Can you use nether stars and beacons to get double the effects? I can't even use it for normal effects. This is false. Do wardens survive in lava? If so, these guys are just a different breed. Yeah, he's just chilling. He survived. Alright, wardens survive in lava, but do they survive from falling from the maximum height? Let's see this. Let's follow him. Yeah, he survived. These guys are really hard to kill. And apparently you can use armor trims on turtle shells? Yes you can. Look at how stylish I look. Tell me in the comments if you knew this one. Are you confused about where to put your beacon? Well, a desert temple is the perfect place to put it. The pyramid on the desert temple is the exact size of a beacon. So if you build one right there, you'll get something like this. Very cool, right? Want to learn how to moonwalk in Minecraft? For this, you'll need just an elytra and then fly right into the water. And when you dive in, look down and walk backwards. There you go. Yeah, there's not much use to this other than showing off to your friends, of course. But try it out for yourselves. Did you know there's a secret world type for the Mojang developers? But you can play this world type too. Just press the Alt key when choosing the world type and choose the debug mode. There's nothing to do in this world unless you're stuck in spectator mode, but now you can feel like a Minecraft developer. Maybe you can check out the blocks, I guess. Yeah, that's it. Now let's be honest, how many times did you try to get the sniper duel achievement? Stop trying to get it like this. There is a very simple way to get it. As you can see, I've built this redstone contraption here, which has a skeleton below this target block. What you want to do is shoot about 4 arrows like this, pull the lever, and they just fall on top of the skeleton, killing him. So yeah, there you go. Do you want to know how to mine obsidian instantly? With the help of this command right here, you can get a pickaxe with efficiency 255. And this is how fast it is in creative. And this is using the efficiency 255 pickaxe. This is so OP. Did you know piglins are capable of wearing mob heads? Using this simple structure with fences and a dispenser with a mob head inside, you flick the lever and the piglin will instantly wear the head and never take it off. This works with every mob head, including player heads. Wool carpets can be placed on strings. I think almost everybody knows that, but they can be actually placed on water and lava too. It's kind of hard because you need to find the right pixel, but it works. Even though I don't recommend it to try it on lava. Yeah, I don't think it works out too well. If you're bored of the beds in your world, try giving them the name tag Dinnerbone. They will stay upside down. This works on literally every mob. So if you were interested enough, I guess you could make a zoo out of upside down mobs. Now here's a way to get the chests at the bottom of a desert temple without blowing everything. When you fall into the pressure plate, break it and break the block below. Then put water as fast as you can. Now, did you know when you throw fireworks, they can change the trajectory depending on where the water is flowing? Look at that. Yeah. Do you want to know how many iron golems do you need to kill a warden? Don't waste your iron making an army of 50 iron golems because the warden is strong but not that much. Only 8 will get the job done. Now, if you want to light up an underwater build but don't want to use torches, consider using sea pickles. They have the same exact amount of light as a torch. Look, looks good. As you can see, I'm wearing a full set of armor, but invisible. Using this command that I'm going to show you, you can get yourself the protection of a full armor without having one. And this way you control your friends saying that you can beat them with no armor. If you want to cheat the system and get an elytra without killing the dragon, there are 2 ways to make that happen. You can build this very simple flying machine. It will take an eternity to get there. Yeah, not ideal, as you can see. Instead, do this. Place a piston and a button like this. When you press the button, you'll be sent to the exact coordinates of the overworld, but in the end, meaning you'll not spawn in the main island where the dragon is. Make sure to have ender pearls, slow falling effect and a pickaxe, because you can either spawn in the void and need to ender pearl to an island, or you will spawn inside of a block and suffocate until you're dead if you don't bring a pickaxe with you. Yeah, I wish I knew this sooner. Did you know that goats can do parkour better than you? The images just speak for themselves. This right here is the Illusioner. And you probably didn't even know this mob existed. The reason for that is because he has been in the game for ages, but he doesn't spawn anywhere in the world, and he doesn't have a spawn egg. The only way to really spawn him is by using this command. It is similar to the Evoker, but he gives you blindness, and when you attack him, he makes 4 copies of himself, and the original one uses an invisibility potion. You can place lily pads on deep leaves to make this very cool decoration in your builds, and using this, you can jump on deep leaves and yeah, as much as you want, they will not fall. Cats in Minecraft are just like in real life, and they don't die to fall damage. You can keep calm, your kitten will stay safe. Make sure to enchant your sword with fire aspect too, because every time you kill a zombie, there's a chance he might drop a potato, and fire aspect cooks that potato, and it will always drop cooked for you. Now, if you think Minecraft is too violent, this version is for you. And the snapshot 15W14A, Mojang decided to celebrate April Fools with an update full of love, literally. Every particle was replaced to red hearts. Every sword was replaced to hearts, and every time you hit them up, red hearts will pop up instead of giving damage. Every potion was replaced with a good version of them, and there are also heart-shaped pink clouds and an obsidian boat that doesn't burn on lava. Another April Fool's update brought technology to the game with an USB block, 2 rings that track your movement, and very cool glasses that make you see the world like this. This is one of the best updates in my opinion. And how about this? In the alpha version of Minecraft, the leather armor was actually made with wool. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. And this is how Steve moved in that version, by the way. Speaking of older versions, in the beta, villagers were added without any villagers, making these creepy ghost towns all over the world. And back to the early versions of Minecraft, if you throw an invisibility potion on an Enderman, the eyes will not be affected by the potion. This happens with spiders too. In spectator mode, you can actually watch how every mob sees the world by left-clicking them. This is how the creeper sees, this is how the Enderman sees, and this is how the spider sees. Every other mob seemed normal to me. If you know any of them has a different vision, write it down in the comments. Now, if you struggle to see whether a chest is trapped or not, just place redstone next to it. If it connects, it's trapped. As you probably know, beacons can be activated out of netherite, diamond, gold, iron, and emeralds. But I bet you didn't know that you can actually use all of them at the same time. Yeah, look at that. Just like in real life, crops need light to grow. If there are no lights surrounding them, they will just break at the same time. If you go into survival mode and you fall into the void and keep eating enchanted golden apples, you can actually survive as long as you have enough golden apples, that is. So if you drop an item into the ocean, the dolphins will start to playing around with your items. Good luck trying to pick them up again. The chiseled stone brick design is not centered. As you can see here, when I place a candle, I cannot unsee this. And I don't know who needs to know this, but minecarts will bounce on water if you put soul sand underneath the water. The same thing applies to boats? Kind of. Everybody knows that piglins will go after you if you don't wear golden armor, but if those piglins were spawned with spawn eggs, they will not attack you at all, even if you hit them. If you're in a very high place and don't know how to get down, just place a boat and fall with it. Be careful, this only works if the height of the jump is 48 blocks or lower, yeah. And if you're looking to make a secret base so your friends don't steal all your stuff, consider this entrance. Look for a lava lake, then put signs so the lava doesn't get down. Put water underneath so you don't keep burning. Minecraft 1.21 brings a ton of new features like new items, new structures, and new mobs. In today's video, I'll show you everything new coming in Minecraft 1.21. Let's start with one of the new mobs, the Bogged. He's a swampy skeleton with mushrooms coming out of his head. Regarding his attacks, as soon as you get closer to him, he'll shoot tipped arrows at you. However, they're much slower reloading their bows comparing to normal skeletons. You'll find these guys on swamps and trial chambers. The trial chambers are the main feature in this version. They're like underground dungeons, and in there you'll find trial spawners and vaults. The vaults are just like loot chests, but you can only open them if you have a trial key. And the trial spawners are just like mob spawners, but there's a catch. It spawns mobs in waves. When all of its spawn mobs are defeated, random items spawn with a chance of getting a trial key. The main mob of this update is the Breeze. He's similar to the Blaze, but he shoots blasts of wind in your direction. When you finally kill the Breeze, he'll drop Breeze rods, and with that you can craft the funniest item in the game, in my opinion, the Wind Charges. The Wind Charges give you the ability to double jump much more blocks. You can jump over anything with this thing, and you can also shoot mobs and give insane knockback. You can even climb walls, but since I can't do it, here's a video I got from Reddit. Comment down below what you think about this item. Now, speaking of fun things, there's a new weapon called the Mace. This weapon has the same effect as the Wind Charge, so with the correct timing, you don't get fall damage. And the damage you give depends on the fall height. So you can basically kill any mob if you fall from a high enough place. You can also enchant it with 3 new enchantments: Density from 1 to 5, Breach from 1 to 4, and Windburst from 1 to 3. Density is like sharpness. It increases the damage the mace does. Breach reduces the effectiveness of armor. And Windburst makes the windbursts higher. There's a new mob called the Armadillo. He spawns in the Badlands biome and savannas. It rolls up whenever it gets hurt or when you walk close to it. You can feed him spider eyes, and if you use a brush on it, it will drop a very useful item, the Armadillo Scoot. You're probably asking, what can I do with that? Even though it seems completely useless, this item can be used to make wolf armor, which is another new item in Minecraft 1.21. With wolf armor, your little dog will basically become immortal. Well, not really, but he can survive up to 3 creeper explosions. And you can also repair the armor with Armadillo Scoots. So, your dogs will be safe from now on. And not only safe, but they will have so much swag, because it's also possible to dye your armor. And still on the topic of wolves, they have much more variants now. There's this new redstone block called the Crafter. The Crafter is a block that crafts items upon receiving a redstone signal. We're basically talking about auto-crafting. That sounds really promising. There are new copper blocks and items, and all of these go through 4 stages of oxidation. Now we have chiseled copper, a copper grate, copper door, copper trapdoor, and a copper bulb. That and also much more tough blocks. Builders are going to have much more fun in this new update. There are also a bunch of new potions. There's this Omnious potion which gives you the bad omen effect. So now you can basically choose when you want to have that effect. When you approach a village, you will not start a raid immediately. The bad omen effect will transform into the raid omen effect, and you have 30 seconds to drink a bucket of milk. Or leave the village in case you don't want to start a raid. The Omnious potion will also have a different effect if you enter a trial chamber. It will give you the trial omen. You'll be surrounded by these blue particles, which I find really cool, by the way. Speaking of potions, 4 new potions have been added in Minecraft 1.21. Wind Charged, Weaving, Oozing, and Infested. Each one of them have their own unique particle effects, which is pretty cool. The Wind Charged potion is very self-explanatory. It gives the Wind Charge effect to a mob when it dies. With Weaving, when you kill a mob with that effect, it spawns a cobweb. I don't really know how could this be useful, to be honest. And next, there's Oozing, that spawns slimes. The last but not least, the Infested effect. It spawns the most annoying mob in the game, the Silverfish. How do you make these potions, you might ask? The Wind Charge is made from the Breeze Rods. Kinda obvious. The Weaving is made from cobwebs, which is also pretty obvious. And you start to see a pattern because the Oozing is made out of slime blocks. The Infested is not made from silverfish, but from stone blocks. If you watched until the end, comment down below what was your favorite feature, and I'll see you next time.